Buddy, welcome to today's special occasion, part one of three Friday the 13th specials. This is just a quickie where we're going to be talking about the origin of Friday the 13th. And if it comes down to it, if we can get people who want to talk about the movies and the TV show, that we can do that too. Um, Friday the 13th, for those who don't know, the origin of why we have Friday the 13th as Bad Luck Day, um, it's all rolls back into a very big historical event that a lot of people nowadays don't know about. And that was the arrest of the Knights Templar that was taken over. Oh yes, hey Zach, how you doing, son? Yeah, Zach had issues with carbon monoxide detectors in the house that they're living in right now.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Kept going off and causing all kinds of problems yesterday.
Oh crap!
Oh yeah, but he says he's doing better, so that's awesome. Um, anyway, October the 13th, which was a Friday in the year 1307, the Pope ordered the arrest of all of the Knights Templar. Now, back in the back when this happened, the amount of planning that it took to pull off a coordinated surprise snatching of all of the Knights Templars all across Christendom at the exact same time was monumental. And the the speed that they did this and the brutality they utilized in taking out the Knights Templar is what set this superstition into play. Though there are a lot of people that also talk about the fact there was 13 people who attended the Last Supper, which was the 13th guest being Judas Iscariot, having betrayed Christ. There was also a dinner party in Norse mythology in Valhalla where Loki, the trickster, was the 13th unlucky guest that caused all kinds of chaos. And there are those who also throws in uh, uh, the number 13 and the zodiac, and it's and the 12 signs of the zodiac. Even though there is a 13th sign that most people don't use, which was Oberos, the snake handler. Which,
Ouroboros.
yes. Now, those who don't know it, that was one of the reasons why Nostradamus's astrology was so accurate and predicted stuff was the fact he used that 13th zodiac sign in everything he did. And but the reasoning behind why the Pope went after the Knights Templar was the fact that modern day banking came about because of what the Knights Templars did. The Knights Templars had it set up to where if you were going to go on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, you would deposit your gold with the Knights Templar where you lived at, and they would give you a piece of paper saying how much gold you deposited. And as you went to the pilgrimage, traveling through all these areas at the Holy Land, you would stop at Knight Templars uh, castles or outposts or whatever it was, and you would have access to that money you deposited back home.
Yeah, they
Get
were
it?
basically banks.
Yes, they had become the first modern banking And the French Pope did not like this because he felt that was just too much power in their hands, and he wanted that power to be exclusively in the hands of the Catholic Church.
Surprise.
And so that's why that all came about. It was only later when they were trying to come up with things that they could be accused of that made it all look good of them being heretics. They tortured the bejesus out of these people and got them to admit to heretical things, cavorting with demons and devils and everything else they could come up with. And it was wild. It was crazy. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Shrubs.
Hey.
If you guys want to hop in, just let me know, and we can send you guys links. This year has 3 Friday the 13th, which isn't going to happen again until I think it's 2034. I think it's the next time we will have 3 in 1 year. And it's one of my favorites is the joke that we were talking about last year when they were predicting, hey, you do realize this upcoming year's got 3 Friday the 13th. And we were joking that, yes, Jason's going to be extremely exhausted by the end of the year because he's got to go through it 3 times.
Yeah, but just look at it this way. Think of all the extra work I'll get to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's beyond that.
Oh, we're doing something tomorrow, DBK, and you're more than welcome to show up because we're celebrating both Crazy Horse's birthday and we're going to be doing a live stream with Wavo for his.
We're doing an I Hate Valentine's Day live stream.
Yep.
We just have to get the time straightened out.
Yep. And all right, give me a second. Where are you, Carlos? There you are. Here you go, Bubba. And let's see, where is DBK on here? So I can send him one on Discord too. Or do you want to send it to him?
I got DBK.
All right.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah. That
yeah. DBK is more active on X.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I sent one to Shrubs. He should have his link already. Maybe I should send him a new one just to be safe. There we go.
Yep. DBK should be getting his link right about now.
Cool. But yeah, okay, Friday the 13th, when I was a kid, Friday the 13th, whenever we would have tests, and usually whenever we would have these surprise tests, people would fail them horribly. Me, I would ace them on the Friday the 13th, no matter how hard they were. I, for some reason, was able to ace them, and it was awesome. It's like everybody's getting ready to be on the bus going into school, and it's like it's Friday the 13th. They're gonna hit us with the hardest test. This is gonna suck. And I'd be like going. They're like, "Did you study?" Kind of. I read the materials, and then take the test, and I'd pass them. What about you guys? What are y'all's experiences on Friday the 13th? Good luck or bad luck? What has it been for you guys?
I've always treated Friday the 13th as just another day.
Exactly right.
The only times I've ever had problems on anywhere near Friday the 13th is whenever it happens to coincide with Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. How so?
Well, let's just say, you know what? I'll go over that tomorrow.
All right.
It's because I was making a joke that Valentine's Day is always on the 14th.
Yeah. Well, Friday the 13th has always been one of those days that you just, it's to me a wild aspect of it, you know? And I mean, one of the funniest movies I ever saw was Saturday the 14th. And that was a something I wasn't even allowed to watch, a movie when it came out. I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I still ended up seeing it. Which is hilarious. Oh God. But yeah. Let's see, where did I put you guys? All right. But what about you, Crazy and Alice? What are your memories of Friday the 13th?
Well, Crazy had to step outside to talk to the landlord, but
okay.
I would say, I went through. I was a bit of a goth when I was a teenager, and got into a bit of mysticism and whatnot, and so the greatest Friday the 13th memories that I can remember, and this is going to sound super, super cheesy, was trying to do really bad love spells for Valentine's Day. Hey, he asked.
Yeah.
Alice, by any chance, how much would it cost me to get you to whip me one up? I can
Shit.
tell it.
I've upgraded since my love potion number 9 case, so we'll work on that one.
All right. I mean, I just need all the help I can get. So at this point, I'll take anything.
Shrubs has a message for everybody. Go ahead and read it, Alice, so you can slap it.
Hang on. Okay. Yeah. He just nutted. Alice got frisky with her hands, and that's why he had to leave. That was this morning. Like to take care of you first in the day, love. And then maybe after puppets, but
After it's shit.
DJ says Saturday the 14th was my top 10 horror films for Theta's Halloween stream. Carrie Michaels. Now, Friday the 13th, these are some really good movies, So, I mean, did we not just hear a guy nut in the background?
So that's what you do with those puppets when you're not using them.
Oh,
I did not need that image in my head. Thank you very much.
What about you, Fox? What Friday the 13th memories do you have?
I never cared much for it. I mean, it's just another day. Although Alice did tell me earlier that it was Black Cats Day.
Yeah. Oh, black cats are awesome. I love them. I used to have one, but unfortunately it got stolen. I have no idea what happened to her. Beautiful
I got
long-haired
one.
black cat.
I got a big short-haired tomcat's fucking all black.
All right. What about you, Casey? What's your Friday the 13th favorite memory?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I learned something a long time ago as somebody who misfortune kind of follows around. As far as it goes, I come to the conclusion that pretty much we make our own luck. Even on bad days, you can usually find something to be positive about. And if one can do that, I mean, you can probably turn any kind of bad luck around if you want to.
Oh yeah. I just find I find the superstition behind it fascinating, especially knowing the history that started it all. And it's just
Well,
it's one of those things that I mean, I learned about where Friday the 13th came from in history class, fifth grade, about the Knights Templar. Then they touched back on it again in world history in the ninth grade. And the teacher actually went into detail about the actual reasons behind it, not the stuff that we got in fifth grade that was pretty much sanitized. And that basically, just said this is why the Pope ordered them to be taken out. Then when we got to freshman year of high school and world history, where we actually had a world history teacher who was teaching from his own college history notes and from his own work that he had done. And it was something else, man. And he went into detail talking about how the Knights Templar had basically created what is now today the modern method of banking, how they were the Pope at the time saw it as a what's the term I'm looking for? Not a challenge to his power and his authority, and he didn't like it. And
A coup?
that
Kind
sounds more like a usurpation.
well, the Knights Templar were very fastidious when it came to their records. It's like if somebody gives me this money, I'm holding on to it until they show back up with this. Because it's like we're not turning this money back over unless you have the proof of the deposit. And hey, Carlos, are you in the back? Yep, there you are. He
So what you're saying is, hello everyone. So what you're saying is he was the prehistoric Cartman.
kind of
He wanted you to respect his authority.
yes.
You will respect my authority.
Now,
Hell yeah, I want cheesy poos.
because the Pope was trying to seize money that had been put into the Knights Templars system for the pilgrimages going, and the Knights Templar said, "Nope, we're not releasing it until somebody shows up with the deposit slip." If you didn't have the deposit slip, they weren't going to release the money. Hi there, Alice. Alice Lovely is in the chat.
Yay!
So we've got an Alice on the board and we got an Alice in the chat.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
That works.
But like I said, this is one of the reasons why historically it was such a major thing, was how this Pope was able to use his power to take out the Knights Templar all at one time. And this was the first time something like this was ever successfully done. Because this is the equivalent of taking out an entire organization to the last person, because that's almost what they did. There were some Knights Templars that didn't get caught in the initial days of it. That's why we still have people that claim that some of the Knight Templars were able to get away. All right, hold on. Learned in the basement, the Y Files podcast, that you can start your journey to becoming a member of the Knights Templar for just $40, but there's 1,000 pages of reading to start, so I'm out.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
a
man.
1,000-page. I can't even.
I
read
wouldn't be able
1,000
to do that.
words.
I can only
I
count
can't
to
even-
4, so I can't read that high.
I can't even read 1,000 words without getting bored.
Right.
I would be able to read it pretty easy because I enjoy reading. But DBK says the Knights Templar knew it was coming and took precautions.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
So you enjoy reading because you are a real fart smeller. I mean, smart feller.
but yeah, I mean, reading for me was, when I was really young, I was allergic to pollen really bad. So I read a lot. And because going out at times was way too painful.
I found
So-
out that pollen is tree sperm from male trees only.
Yes,
Isn't that
I
isn't
learned
that
that
awful?
I learned that at a very young age, and it disgusted me ever since. I don't really, I never really appreciated knowing that I had what basically amounts to plant sperm in my nose.
Yes. Steve Shives would be very, very happy to know that.
Well, Steve Shives,
Uh,
I truly believe Steve Shives is one of the worst human beings on earth. That's really weird.
yeah,
Yes, but
even
he-
Shrubby.
But he likes to talk about things with sperm.
So many
Even-
semen.
Poor Shrubby, even he didn't like that image.
Right.
Oh man, that's going pretty low.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need the "Oh my eyes" clip. The "Oh my eyes."
Well, you know the great thing for me, because I'm basically going blind, I can't even see it anyway.
Yeah, we need we need an unsee button.
Well,
Yeah.
you could always use the one from The Simpsons. The "Oh my eyes, the goggles, they do nothing."
Oh, we've got to get it. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Are you sure that's not
That thing,
right?
his voice is totally shot. Ouch, brother. Ouch. Well, that's what you get for 8.5 hours. Oh,
Get some rest. Get some rest and drink some fluids, Tony. You need it.
And Shrubby sent me. I wish I knew how to share this stuff. Maybe, let's see. Let me see if I can pull this off. See if I can send it to Wavo and get him to post it.
I swear Richard just said, "Hey, pussy." Anybody else hear that?
I was not paying attention.
I
I
don't believe
missed
you.
it.
I don't believe you better be sharing pussy pics YouTube, Richard.
Oh no. This is Shrubs sent me. This is what we need. Image, which is Homer pouring bleach into his eyes.
Yeah, hang on. Let me screen
For
share
some
real
reason, I can't do that with StreamYards in Firefox because I've
Oh.
tried and it won't let me do it.
I'm going to step out for just a moment, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, put me back down real quick, and I'll pull up the other one.
all right.
You. There we go.
All right. And he also sent this one. My eyes, the goggles did.
Be careful when you're asking people to put you down in these type of crowds. That's a good way to get insulted.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
gotta be careful, especially with some of the people that are on the internet these days.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wasn't even talking about the internet as a whole. I was just talking about this room.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
no.
It's just me.
My eye, I'm not supposed to be getting pudding on it. Hey, I'm telling you guys, man, The Simpsons is one fun show. I miss The Simpsons when it was funny.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
hasn't been
used to
funny
be
for
great.
years.
I'm looking for a alcoholic. First name Al. Is there an alcoholic here? Hey, somebody tell me there's an alcoholic here.
There sure is.
And then you had I'm looking for Amanda. Yeah, her name is Amanda Hug and Kiss. And he goes, "Hey, I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss," and everybody starts making fun.
I think there's a compilation on YouTube somewhere of all of Bart's prank calls.
Yes, and it's hilarious.
Huge
because
ass, huge ass. Would somebody search the men's room for a huge ass?
I'm telling you, man, The Simpsons back in the day was so much fun. We lived for Treehouse of Heart every Halloween.
Right. Yes.
Yes, that was good.
Okay,
Quote the Raven. Eat my shorts.
for Alice at the Hole.
Hey, Alex Lovely.
Jockstrap. But yeah, I mean, Friday the 13th, we got the movies because of, and I think I've only seen 2 or 3 of the movies back when they first came out. I remember the TV show being just an anthology of supernatural horror where they were going around gathering artifacts. That's
I
what
heard it was like Warehouse 13 before Warehouse 13 was the thing, but I
And-
never watched it.
I only saw a couple of episodes of it because it wasn't really my thing, but it was pretty cool. You know, all this pop culture stuff came from a power play that caused the deaths of a whole lot of innocent people, and the fact that the Knights Templar created our modern way of banking, because back then that wasn't how it was done. They radically changed finances, and they were very scrupulous about if you deposited your money, it stayed there. And even if you lost your what's that thing? If you lost your deposit slip, you lost your money. That was just how strict they were. And the fact that they stood up to the Pope, who was demanding them to turn over the money without deposit slips, kind of sealed their fate. Go figure it.
Well, and you don't really want to go messing with, a little bit of secret order, a little bit of conspiracy theory, a little Ark of the Covenant, other things too.
Tony or Shrubby in the chat says the irony that people can believe that the power play made against the Templars was a thing over money, yet can't grasp why the current monetary groups are all Jews.
Well, that actually came about because the Pope said that after this said that money handling was unclean for Christians, and that was one of the few jobs they allowed the Jews to do, and that's where that came from. Literally, there were several jobs that they weren't allowed to do a whole lot of stuff, but they were only allowed to do this, and banking was one of the few things that they were allowed to do.
Well, that's because, theoretically, well, not theoretically, but, in all honesty, Jews have a very strict way of handling money
Yes.
by law or by Jewish law when they can handle money. And I think that kind of put them into that position.
Yep. and it just
The way I handle money is great. It's one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. Mine,
But then,
mine, mine.
but then you can't
Fine,
count past-
fine.
hey, money is one of those things that to me it's a necessary evil. I don't much. It's not my end all be all. I care
Hey,
more
guys.
about the fact that I only want money whenever I need money, and I prefer. I loved working. I will say this: I loved working because I felt like I was accomplishing something at the end of the day. And I just wanted money whenever to be able to pay for the stuff I needed. And whenever I had extra money, I helped people. And it just was how I did things and still do. It's one of the reasons why when my friends are in need and I've got the money, I help them.
Hey, Richard,
Yes.
could I chime in on that for a minute? Because what you're saying is really hitting home for me.
All right, here you go. Let me put you up front. Go for it.
Okay. Most of you, I've heard a lot of you comment from time to time about, that I spend a lot of money here or I spend a lot of money there. And I'm going to tell you, yes, I do. And there's a real good reason for it. When I was a kid, my parents, my parents weren't much, but they worked like 3 jobs at times in their life to support us. Now, so we always had things that we wanted or that looked good to the neighbors, but inside it wasn't real great. The only joy I really get out of money is that I can, as long as I have enough, that I can go out and use the money to improve the lives of other people. Because, there's an old saying that says, no matter how much money you have, at the end of the day, you can't take it with you.
Yep.
I mean, I'll be honest. If I can help Carlos to get a fish tank, or Alice and Chris,
Toilet bowl.
Bro, I live in the septic tank. I'm good.
hey dude, for you,
I can't afford shit, but it's a good thing because shit is free. And for me, it's delicious.
So basically, Carlos, what you're saying is you're full of shit.
Well, I am shit. I'm literally an alien methane creature that's comprised of excrement. So
and corn.
So your
some corn.
entire existence. So your entire existence is nothing but one big pile of shit.
Yes.
pretty much.
Carlos,
I always wanted to say that.
I guess we can say you're the cheat.
He's the most loved sheet I know.
Carlos, buddy, let me bearing this information in mind, this revelation you gave me. Let me just put it this way. I'd like to have enough money so that I can move you in to the nicest sewage treatment plant we could find and let you go to town.
I don't. It's not a spa. I don't want to be treated. That sounds awful. They put me through a food processor or something, chew me up, and spit me out the other side.
No, dude, you're the one piece of shit in life I actually like. And believe me, my life is so.
Don't ever let anyone freak out about what you spend your money on. As long as you're making decisions and paying your stuff, whatever free money you have, you can do whatever you want with your own money. And don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. But don't ever feel pressured to give.
Yep.
Well,
Tony in the chat says Carlos says the shit.
Yes.
Yes, that's why in the chat I often write when I get the number 2. I'm like, hey, look, I'm number 2.
I, let's put it this way. Like I said, the greatest joy I get from life is doing for other people, whoever they are and whatever means they need. I don't mind as long as I got enough to pay my own shit. You know, other than that, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, it bothers me sometimes what the government tries to do, but I have no control over that. You know,
Yeah.
as most of you know, I mean, but I have no control over that situation, so I can't really say much about it. But when I get money, I sure as hell want to. I sure as hell want to spread it around so that, like, I was looking at it this way. And I'm sure this is yet again a analogy that our dear friend Mr. Fish will understand. I would look at it like this: love is like fertilizer. The more you spread around, the more good things grow. So
Yep.
if one of the ways I can facilitate people having better quality of life is giving a little bit of money every now and again, it's not anything I'm ashamed to do. But I don't, I just want enough to get by. And what would be really nice is that I was able to make the money to get by instead of having the government hand it to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, one of the things that drives me nuts about being disabled has been the fact I worked. I earned my compensation and pension from the VA the hard way. I was all I worked jobs, even crappy jobs. So I would have a job. And some of the most fun jobs I had were those labor intensive ones. Like this will show you how old I am. The
Bless you.
Firestone tire recovery when they recalled all the Firestone tires. I was going around gathering tires all up and all across the Piedmont here in North Carolina and parts of South Carolina, gathering these tires that were being recalled. I would come home at night and have to stand in a hot shower for a good 30 minutes until the water turned clean. And I was exhausted, but I felt like I had done something good because I could see how much work I had done by the end of the day after the fourth tractor trailer truck full of tires went to go be sent through the grinder. And I enjoyed it. I mean, I've done some really fun jobs. I was quality control assurances guy at Borden's making non-dairy creamer for 4 months and loved it. It was an awesome job. I've been the manager of a convenience store and keeping track of all the gas that was coming and going out of that place. And I don't mean the type of gas that Carlos Fish would be sniffing.
Not the methane.
Not the methane, but actual vroom vroom gas and diesel. Oh man, all that EPA paperwork was a pain in the butt.
What do you have against methane? It's blue. It's pretty.
Yes, but I never had to be responsible for keeping track of it. But I had to keep track of the safe, make sure the money that was coming in was the amount that was supposed to be there, and kept track of other people's money. Drove me batshit insane.
Yep, I know that.
and I hated that part of my job. The rest of it I didn't mind. It was just having to deal with money. Whenever I was dealing with other people's money, I hated it because that was their money, and people can take their money way too seriously. And just the thought that somebody could accuse me of stealing money was enough to give me the heebie-jeebies. And it's one of the reasons why I do have some respect for the people who are able to work in the bank industry and not stress out so bad it's killing themselves. Because when the 5 years I was managing a convenience store, and that money, my weight was all over the place. I had ulcers. I'd run my fingers through my hair, and my hands would be full of hair. And y'all have seen the pictures of my hair.
That's usually akin to masturbation when you have hairy palms.
I'm not gonna take the bait and make the joke.
Do it. Do it.
Come on, do it.
You would know, Carlos Fuse. You would know.
Rosie Palmer and her 5 sisters. Pamela Henderson.
Phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing. I should put that sign up. But no, I mean, it was. I hated dealing with other people's money because I was so afraid of being accused of stealing their money. So, nope, not gonna do it. And the VA, before I got crippled to where I couldn't work no more, they actually wanted me to become an accountant.
Oh.
Oh no.
And I was like, no, I do not want to have to ever deal with other people's money again. I would not physically be able to handle it. 5 years, my weight was all over the place. If you look at my medical records while I was going to the VA, while I was working there, I had ulcers that y'all were having to give me medicine for. Don't make me work with money. So, okay, we'll send you to school for medical office administration. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then the crippling happened, and y'all know how that ended.
The human that I live with, he worked for Walmart for like 17 years, and he said it sucked. And they would always come in and try and be like, "We need you to jump on the register," and he's like, no, you don't." And they were like, yes, we do. And he's like, "No, I don't get paid for this crap."
Now,
So
I worked at Walmart for 1 year before I left, and I will never go back. Walmart was
condolences.
it was the second worst job experience I had ever had.
I almost got a job as a greeter at a Walmart after everything happened. And
Hey, you could have been like Walter. Jeff
Yeah.
Dunham's puppet.
Welcome to
You'd be like-
Walmart.
You'd be like,
Welcome to Walmart.
"Get your shit and get out."
yeah,
Yes.
because they were like, yeah, because the manager of the Walmart here in Monroe liked me, and he actually would see me whenever I would come out at like 2 or 3 in the morning, so I could actually cross the highway without getting run over, with hobbling my butt over with my backpack so I could grab some food and then get back to the apartment. And there were times when
He'd say, "There's a man with training. He learned how to play in traffic as a child, and he didn't die."
Well, the funny thing was they found out that I couldn't get people to take me grocery shopping, and I couldn't afford to do the taxi cab all the time because it was a rural area, and the taxi guy was having to drive all the way from Charlotte to Monroe, where I was living at the time, and that was a couple $100. And when he found out about that, and he'd see me, he's like, "Grocery shopping, huh?" "Yep." and then he'd say, "Do your full shopping. I'll drive you home." And so I would actually get a full load of groceries whenever he was working at night, because he would load up all my groceries into his car and then drive me home, and even offered to help put him away. And I'd just get his help getting the groceries out of his car and onto my couch, and then I'd put him away. And being a cripple sucks, man. Having to rely on other people to be able to do something as simple as grocery shopping.
Dude, man, that's why I love you, because you're the one guy on YouTube that I can really understand, bro.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Us cripples, we got to stick together.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like you gotta rely on everybody to do everything, and then if they got something else they need to do, then you need to wait. So you got to worry. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I can feel your pain, dog.
Well, it gets really bad whenever you like got a doctor's appointment that took you months to be able to set up. Say, hey, they finally was able to give me a doctor's appointment. This is the day. Okay, we can get you there. That's not a problem. And then next thing we know,
Strawberry.
Cripple fight.
okay, hold on, let me put this up. We need a Timmy versus Jimmy, Cases versus Richard style cripple fight.
Why did I just picture both of you getting out of your wheelchairs and physically picking up the wheelchairs and beating each other with them?
Mine involved Jello, lots of Jello.
You would enjoy that, wouldn't you, Alice?
I would.
Well, okay.
No comment.
I will go along with that only for one reason. If we do the Jello, Alice, you're gonna be the ring girl.
Oh yes.
I am getting all sorts of images in my head that I do not need. Screaming and going ham.
Okay, attention, shoppers. There's a cripple fight outside. Shoppers cripple fight. And then Tony says Casey and Richard would dominate.
Honestly, we need to get that on pay-per-view right now.
Oh God, that would be so much fun.
Richard, I should tell you something.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you will win. And I'll tell you why I guarantee you will win. Because I cheat.
Yes. Us cripples.
I see what you're doing there, Casey. The whole cheaters never win.
Yeah. Oh God.
I guarantee, Richard, we will win, because I will not, pardon the expression, I will not stand for anybody else out crippling us.
Hey, maybe that could be a thing. Instead of bum fights, that made a shit ton of money. Now we can start a series called Cripple Fights.
If my girlfriend were here right now, she would probably be doubling down on that. She herself is disabled, and she is also in a wheelchair.
Okay, then we can have a ladies division or a mixed division.
But I'm telling you, man, it's one of those things that, you know,
I would cripple myself to get in on that action.
I'm telling you, man,
So why am I thinking that the theme song would be the old Pow Pow Power Wheels anthem?
Oh my God! Yes.
that would work.
Carlos, well, you know what? For a methane breathing alien creature, I love you, man. That's great.
Hold on. DBK's got a message for you, Levo.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the record, going forward, I had mentioned jokes about my girlfriend pre-stream. me and DBK have an agreed upon gag.
Ah,
So
Okay.
that's the whole shtick.
Okay.
but anyway, it's one
I
of the
could
reasons why I've always said if I had the money, I'd have a nice big house with multiple wings on it, where each wing would have multiple suites, where the people I care about and love that need a place to live would have their own place, with a central kitchen in the middle, with entertainment center, where we would sit and eat as a big happy family and watch movies together. But there is one caveat on the movie watching thing. You got to watch porn in your own rooms.
Yeah,
No community
Now-
pool.
Now, if I had a house with wings, I would use that house to fly to the freaking moon.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I could get into that. But Richard, I just had a thought because I could see us making some money from this. We need a
Oh, yeah.
place. We need a place with like a basement or a large garage type area that we could turn into a studio for what do you call it? The World Wrestling Association.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
The WCF,
I love it. I love it.
the World Cripple Federation.
Yeah.
I love it. I can just see this. And we can have
DOTE Chris says hello.
I can just see it. Cripomania 2026.
Purple Mania.
And we've got a large basement. Well, this just went Ted fucking Bundy real damn fast. Hey, I still have the idea for a business that we could do for cripple daycare, where we just get together during the day. We've got video games, role playing games, movies, strippers.
No crippers.
Strippers
just-
and role playing games. Yeah.
I think that would still be way better than the Leering Center.
Yes.
Hey,
yes,
why
it
don't
would.
you combine? Why don't you combine the two ideas? A cripper or a stripper cripple.
Yeah. Now, I'm to the. I look at the world, and I see so much awesomeness that can be here, and I know that I'm not the only crippled person that feels the way I do. That we don't like feeling that we're a burden on anybody,
Yeah.
and Casey can confirm that. That's one of the reasons why Casey's one of my favorite people, man. He gets it.
Well, it's just can I be honest, Richard? I really envy you. I really envy you for a couple of reasons. One, because you've had a chance to do all this stuff. You've had a chance to see the world. You've had a chance to do all this stuff. It's like all I ever wanted, and all I ever wanted was the opportunity to be able to contribute something to society in terms of the money I got. I don't care what kind of job it is. I don't care how bad it is. Just because if somebody's willing to pay you, that must mean that they think you're worth something.
Yeah.
The government, they just hand you money and then they take it away almost quicker than they give it to you.
Yeah, that's the messed up thing about it. And the things I did before I ended up getting crippled, I spent most of my time trying to make the world a better place. And when I joined the Navy, I had to let people think it was all about college, because so many people, for them, that was the only sane reason to join the military. Well, for me, I joined the military because I felt I owed it to my country and my people to protect the country I grew up loving, to protect y'all from bad people who wanted to take our shit away. And I even despite all that, I did know that the average Soviet person just wanted to be left the hell alone, just like we did. It was their government that was the problem. And it's like, I feel the same way when it comes to what's going on in Iran right now. The majority of the Iranian people want to be left the hell alone by their hell. They just want their government to leave them alone.
Yeah.
All these women that are sitting there saying, "Hey, why are you making us wear headscarves and all this other stuff? That's not our culture." I mean, anybody that can see the pictures of what Iran was like before the Islamic Revolution,
Yeah.
you would think you were in a Western country, because the Persian culture had more, it was more like us than it was like what was in the Middle East.
Well, I mean, the weird thing about it is, Richard, I'm old enough to remember seeing pictures. I mean, post like 1979, you
Yeah.
know, and you would look at these pictures, and you could almost, it's almost like you could look at this and say, you know what, this could be almost any street in America.
Yeah, it was something else. I mean, I was born in 1971, and I know Casey's a little bit older than me. I know Siggy, he's a little bit older than me. But I have these memories of watching TV and the news. I remember watching the fall of Saigon and watching my dad. It's one of the few times my father ever cried in public or let any of his kids see him cry, was watching the TV as Saigon fell. I also remember watching as Nixon was getting on Army One right after he resigned as president. I remember these things as a child. I remember the Iranian Revolution and when it happened, and I remember the whole hostage thing. That was something that, as a kid going to elementary school, I was one of the few kids that actually talked about it, about praying for the hostages. All the other kids, they didn't think about it. I did. I'm not saying that makes me awesome or better or anything like that. It's just the fact that I was aware of what was going on in the world around me. Heck, those of you who are old enough to remember being in elementary school and having, everybody knows what a fire drill is. How many of y'all actually had nuke drills?
Well,
Can't say I have.
by the time I was far enough in school, they had pretty much discontinued those for us.
Because I remember that.
You look dumb. I just want to say,
We
No,
had a few of them in
sorry.
elementary school.
Because the last time we did a nuke drill that I remember in Rutherford County schools was third grade. And that was the last time they ever did it. But we would have tornado drills, we'd have fire drills all the time. Especially the fire the tornado drills, man. Those are messed up.
Well, and that's funny because this area doesn't even get very many tornadoes just because of the mountains.
Yep. Ah, yes, the nuke drills. The glorified you're dead, so do this to pretend it'll help. Yeah.
Yeah, go hide. Go hide under your desk so the nuke don't get you. Yeah.
No! Don't hide in the
Get down,
desk. Hide in the
Astro.
hide in the refrigerator.
Well, the funny thing was they said
If
get
it
under
works
your
for
Like
desk.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's about to say if it worked for Indiana Jones, if it's good enough for Indiana Jones, it'll work
Well,
for me. You know.
all I gotta say is
Yeah.
I'm glad we never had a nuclear war because I can tell you one thing. I can tell you there's no way I'm getting a wheelchair underneath my desk or in the refrigerator. Casey would be irradiated croutons.
Hey
Oh,
man, one of these
okay.
days when we do the Fallout show, man, where we sit around and talk about Fallout, that's going to be fun because that could lead right into a Fallout description.
I mean, all I got to tell you is
I'm just glad growing up on Uranus. Sorry, go ahead, Casey.
you better not be talking about my anus, motherfucker.
Well, I was like on or in.
No, not Uranus.
Okay, all right.
On.
All right.
We didn't. Humans are fascinating because we didn't have this. We didn't have drills and stuff like that on Uranus. It was just, hey, go out there and do your thing. All of the boys are expected to just mate with a female and merge onto her, and I didn't do that, so I got sent off like a bad episode of Superman and that movie with Matthew McConaughey, Failure to Launch. So.
Oh, was that your life story, Carlos?
Pretty much. It's amazing. Us fish, we can tune into your deep radio signals. So I grew up getting to tune into all the Earth shows from the olden days. And Mom, after only 2 years old, Mom said I had to get merged onto a female. I told her no, and she said, "Well, Uranus is going to blow up, so I have to send you off to Planet X." And she fired me off into space. Past Pluto, and as I was going zipping around, I realized there's no Planet X out here. So I kind of held the gravity well and flipped around and landed on Earth.
Hey,
and here I am.
Nothing like gravity surfing, is there, Carlos?
Oh, it's awesome. The amount of speed you can get off flipping around the planet.
I'll tell you what.
It's even more fun when there's aliens down there. You can flip them off as you go by. Except for I don't have any fingers, so I just gave him the fin.
Good, Carlos. Hey, buddy, if you and any of your other friends decide you want to come down again, let me know, and I will stand out there with my sight, and you can use it as a landing light.
All right, this is what I made. This is one of the thumbnails I made for whenever we talk about Fallout.
Okay.
And yes, that's Casey right there in his chair. So I think he'll prefer this version better.
I like that. I like that version better personally.
I like that version.
It reminds me more.
Cool.
Reminds me more of Professor X.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Matter of fact, if anybody wants to do me a real big solid, fucking build me that, will you?
That would be cool.
I mean, you know what? That's what I would want to do with my money. I want to get a wheelchair that classy and that fast so that I can actually chase down the woman I want.
How's your butthead impression though? If you're chasing down the girls, you need to be like, "Hey, baby."
Yeah, that's in my chair.
Hit my chair.
I am cornholio. I need pee for my bunghole.
So you guys said earlier you thought it would be good to do some kind of program where you get the kids that do the STEM to work with cripples and help them do that. I think that would be a great thing. We could just reboot the Bionic Woman and the $1 Million Man and just get the kids to rebuild them.
I like it.
Except for whoever said about the stripper, because technically if she's bionic, she can only take so much off.
No, Carlos. Technically it still works as long as the parts that she has are like flesh colored, it still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, I meant if she takes the parts off, then she falls on the floor.
All right. Siggy
No,
says,
you can't do that.
just thinking tonight, I will ask our Eldritch God to sing On the Edge of Destruction, and hopefully afterwards, Doomcock will push the pretty red button,
Amen.
stopping more episodes of Starfleet Academy from being shown. Episode 6 is horrific.
Wait a second. All right, Sig, we'll hold
I
this.
can't believe
topic
people
off
actually
for
watch that
another
shit.
day.
Oh, you can't. Alice, don't tell me you actually like that.
What I am doing is I'm trying to see it through different eyes. I'm trying to get into the mind of why they would do this to us.
Are you the person who keeps going in and stealing the eyes out of the cadavers? I told you to stop that.
But it's so much fun. Yeesh.
That's not fair to the dead people. They don't want to see that shit either.
Hey, they're dead. What do they care?
Okay.
They're subjected to Star Trek. That's terrible.
Okay. Shrubby has brought up the spray bottle. Should we go ahead and spray bottle him, or should we let him have this one for this moment?
Let him have this one.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Special
Yeah,
day.
we'll let you have it. Oh, but we don't know if he's gonna hurt about not getting spray bottled. So okay.
Yeah, don't let it go to your head, Siggy. And remember our agreement for tonight.
Yep, we got to be good. We got to all be good.
Now, me and Siggy have a one-time deal where for one Friday Night Frolics, he doesn't blaspheme Doomcock, and I'm nice to Harvey.
What?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing? Like, I'm speechless.
It's a one night agreement. It's a one night only agreement.
Okay.
Well, since that's happening, I got to do this. Give me a moment.
Then he's gonna get the thing, and the thing eats Ellie. That thing eats Ellie.
No.
Of course he did.
No, nothing eats Ellie. I forbid it.
JT, she's gonna need protection. Look what it does.
Don't show your puppet hole like that.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
Well, there's two of them, and there's two of them.
Erica Sky will go to him.
Okay.
Now, here's my cop out for that though. Maybe they're the kids of an alternate realities version of Harvey.
Hey, but that doesn't work because Harvey exists in all realities. So because he exists in all realities,
Anyone who's familiar with Transformers Shattered Glass knows that multiversal constants no longer exist. So each universe now has its own Harvey Cthulhu.
well, I was unaware of that particular incarnation, but I will defer to you in that respect. And I promise, Alice, whatever else you might think of me, I will make sure that Ellie is always safe.
Hey, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Erica's scrappy. You know, the twins. You know, she's scrappy. But I don't know if she can take on them green things.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
I can take them on. I'll feed them a piece of corn and clone myself through them and have all the powers of an eldritch god. Carlos. Hello.
All you gotta do is pour salt on them. They'll shrivel up like a slug.
Oh.
I kind of like Carlos's version, though.
Yes, I can clone myself if I give them my corn. My corn is secondhand. It tastes like shit because it's full of shit. And then I can spread the goodness. Sharing is caring. That's what I say.
You know, Carlos, I gotta say, I really admire you because I know you'll do well here on Earth because, as we all know, life is full of shade.
Yes. I mean, I technically with my replication powers, because I can control all my clones at once. I mean, I could take over, but I need you people around. Oh, I need the other beings around because I need more poop. So
Okay.
I just have to deal with your shit. So I'm not going to take over.
I'm just happy in that case to be able to do my part.
But yes,
Yes.
don't worry. Like I keep telling you people, between the two twins, Harvey's the good one, Harriet's the bad one. I would prefer have Harvey around than Harriet any day of the week.
Well,
Yeah.
I just don't want to get pounded me too by Gloria Elred. So you know.
Yeah, that's true. See, this is my big theory that so far seems to be checking out. The reason why Harvey wants to destroy our world is he loves his sister, and he thinks we.
So did Joe Dirt.
With wokeness. He's blinded by his love for his sister that he can't see the fact that no, she infected us with wokeness. So
Are you seriously not going to acknowledge that I said so did Joe Dirt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're my sister. You're my sister.
Now the funny thing is, Harvey for some reason still loves his sister, even though when I've had to babysit the two little bastards, when they were little podlings, she would chase Harvey around with a pair of scissors and say, "Come on, it's just one little snip, and then we'll be identical."
She was playing doctor. Her doctor's name was Ivana. Ivana Kachakakov.
Yeah.
Oh, he went to a Russian doctor, did he?
Like
Yes.
I said, being the son of Santa Claus had its drawbacks, like having to babysit all kinds of magical beings.
You're the
nobody-
son of Santa Claus? Were you surrounded by ho-ho-hos?
I wish.
I wish I could have seen that one. Now,
Yeah.
that would have been a pay-per-view.
Now, for those let me see if I can find it right quick. Give me a moment. Since Carlos has never seen this, I might as well show him. That's my dad with my nephew.
Holy crap, it's Santa Claus.
Yep, that's dad. Now, do you see why I keep my beard trimmed as much as I do? Because I don't want to end up going out and get. Because Dad, whenever he would go grocery shopping and stuff, the little kids would see him and go, "Oh, it's Santa Claus."
Well,
You didn't try and knock him off the roof, right? To usurp his power?
Oh no. Unfortunately, me being disabled means I can't be the new Santa Claus. So
no, contrary, Richard. I had this all worked out. I wanted to use this because you know how they have like seasonal work at malls for Santa Clauses.
Yep.
I actually went in there and I tried to apply for a Santa Claus job at a local mall for seasonal work, and they said, "Well, you can't be Santa in a wheelchair." I'm going. Would you like me to explain how? They go, "Okay," and I'm like, "Well, one day when I was at the North Pole, I was doing a little reindeer checking to make sure that everybody was in top shape for the big night, and I got to Rudolph." And I noticed that his bulb was a little dim. So being the good and kind caretaker that I am, I went to the closet, I got a ladder, I went up there to get, replace Rudolph's bulb, and one of the elves accidentally at that point in time took the ladder and slid it out from under me because they needed it for something in the closet. fell down, broke myself, and now I have to use a magic wheelchair.
Casey, that would almost make a really cool kid Christmas story. We gotta
Yeah.
talk about this one. I kind of like it.
I figured maybe Rudolph. You were gonna say Rudolph kicked you and broke your back because you tried to change his batteries by sticking double A's in his butt.
No. Actually, they're triple A's, and they don't go in their back. They don't go in the butt.
What in the butt? What?
Well, maybe that's why yes, but that's why he kicked you.
You be good boy.
Did you guys hear that Target I don't know if it was last year or this year, Target actually had an ornament, and it was a black Santa, a black disabled Santa in a wheelchair ornament.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, I can't get a job, but they'll make a black ornament of the Santa in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, you want
Okay.
to hear? Okay, if we go into comic books, there's the guy who tried to revamp the New Warriors with the characters of Snowflake and Safe Space.
Yeah.
yeah.
Internet gas. This dude, he did it in such a, and he was serious about these characters being serious characters, and
Yeah,
they
that
all
shit was
came across
hilarious.
as being
Gay as hell. Yeah.
satire. They were like going, no way did somebody seriously try to come up with these characters and be serious about it, because they've got to be satire, right? No, this dude actually was serious about these characters, and it was so bad that even the wokies that run the Marvel Comics said, no, we're not going to run this.
Yeah, they were
That
actually
fool-
offended.
That fool drank so much of the liberal Kool-Aid that even the Kool-Aid man came out and he's like, "Oh no!"
It was, and this is the dude that is raising his children that Santa Claus is black and he's married to a white guy, and the person that you see, the white Santa that you see in the malls is Santa's husband.
Holy shit.
That's what how him and his wife are raising their children, which basically means her bull's kids that he's raising, because he
Well,
sits in the
my
cup chair and
goodness.
watches.
Well, all I gotta say is that makes a lot of sense after seeing the cover of that comic, because what nobody's mentioned here is the the Native American woman who's like rotund and like, I mean, she can't even like, I doubt she can even walk. She should have been in a wheelchair herself, but I can't say that because of body positivity.
I believe the guy from Deuce Bigelow, the guard, said it best. That's a huge bitch.
Yes,
Very well put. Very well put, Fred Fish. Very well put.
yeah, and I mean, this dude, if you watch his videos that they've got here on YouTube,
I think I'll pass.
just watching this dude, he is.
Do
the
you get a
very-
refund pass for your time for watching that?
Yeah, no shit.
No,
Okay.
I'm thinking the brain damage. That you should be able to sue him for a whole, mental anguish, loss of IQ.
Well, this guy that tried this, and he created. Let's see. You had Screen Time, which is the kid that got exposed to internet gas and was constantly online all the time.
Stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Real quick.
Yeah,
Real
go
quick. Y'all are familiar with well, let me ask this in the private chat real quick.
All right. Let me see if I can. I'm going to send you in a minute something to put on the screen for me. There we go. All right. I'm sending you a direct message there, Wavo.
Real quick, while you're passing notes back and forth, did any of you guys ever watch Sliders?
Yes,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that show.
In the first episode, when Rembrandt gets captured and he goes and he's talking to the lawyer in Russia, and the guy comes out and he says he's Ross J. Kelly, and he goes, "Wait a minute, I know you. You're that shyster lawyer from the TV." And he always had this big construction worker that goes, "An anvil got dropped on my head, and Ross J. Kelly got me $8 million." That's what I was picturing when you said sue them for the internet gas and such for drain damage.
Okay, this dude. I mean, it was okay. I sent the picture to Wavo in direct message so he can put it up on the screen for us.
Yep. Let me pull it up real quick.
I when you see it, he is the modern definition of what you picture in your mind when you hear the word cuck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's an awful lot of soy in one picture.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Hypno covering it when he first started putting out them stupid comic books. It was
God,
hilarious.
that is the biggest friggin' forehead I think I've ever seen.
That's not the forehead. That's like an 8 head.
Now, bald can be beautiful, boys. Bald can be beautiful.
No,
There's
no,
a
no.
few
That's
out
not
on
bald.
there.
That's not
over.
bald. That is the ultimate receding hairline.
That's
Just
comb over.
stitch in the front.
That's comb over.
It's almost
name-
Homer
That's a
Simpson
hairline.
bald.
That's a hairline that got so scared of his ugly face as he aged, it kept running further and further to get away from it.
His name is Daniel Kibblesmith.
Yes.
I mean, these characters that he created were so. Oh God, they were so.
They were just such propaganda caricatures of characters that it was ridiculous.
Yeah. And
Yes.
Now the artist that he had is on the LGBT spectrum, and he's a good artist. Problem is, he always uses the LGBT spectrum in everything he does, and it's wild. You know, I'm an artist. I love to draw, love creating stuff, but you don't see me putting all my politics into my artwork. You don't see me putting my sexual.
I should send you some of my stuff. My
Ooh, and it's
fleshy
good.
wrote a comic book a
good.
long time ago, but I
It's so
can't.
good.
But he can't draw.
And
Well, I'll tell you what, if your fleshy ever wants a hand, I might be able to help him out a little too.
Okay.
like I said,
Yeah, he can't draw. So
yeah, I drawing to me is something I've been doing since I was a little kid. I started at 2 or 3, yeah, and I drew Spider-Man and Batman cartoons when I was a little kid, and I just enjoy artwork, and it's something I was born doing, so I do it. But
well, you guys actually would probably get a kick out of it. Almost all the characters are disabled with missing limbs and such.
Oh, it already sounds like that kind of thing.
but like I said, this guy completely took something and just cuckified the hell out of it.
I mean, to tell you the truth, the bad thing about it is that it's every stereotype that you would think of when you think of wokeness, honest to God, and this guy is the poster child for it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some of the stuff that has been put out there you would think, oh God, this has got to be satire, people making fun of the woke stuff, and then you find out, no, this is stuff that the wokies themselves were putting out.
Well, that's just it. It was such a stereotype that the wokes got pissed off about it.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a Joe Glass guy can write some pretty decent comic books, and he created The Pride, which was an all gay superhero team led by Fab Man, tomorrow's fabulous man today. He's basically a gay Superman who runs around wearing a rainbow pride flag cape,
How you doing, sweetheart?
pink booty shorts,
All right, no problem.
barely there tank top, and pink go-go boots. And every time he would rescue people and do something spectacular, he would always be seen leaving with some other gay dude to go get bootylicious.
Isn't that the ambiguously gay duo?
Oh no, this was his main character that was running around, like I said, in pink go-go boots, pink booty shorts, a pink barely there tank top, and a rainbow flag cape. And the first issue of it is, well, the first season of the comic was him upset that nobody took him seriously. And I'm like, all of us in Comic Gate at the time said, you've got some interesting ideas for a storyline, but you're not understanding why people are not taking your main character seriously because of how he's dressed and how he acts. You know, he's the
But
worst.
Silly, that's my costume. It gives me special sparkle rainbow powers. Hey.
I mean,
a little carryover from earlier. I texted my girlfriend about the whole crippled wrestling league thing. She said she's in.
Yeah, that's my girl.
hey, she'll be our Corey. What's her name? Back in the WWE day, WWF days.
Corey Feldman.
No, Tori.
Tori
She
Tori
used to be
Spelling?
the manager for Triple H.
Oh,
Okay. I gotta look this up now.
That blonde chick.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have something because you guys mentioned Transformers earlier, and
Yeah.
you guys are talking about safe space. If you guys look this up later, it says trans space formers space redux, and that's the best one I could find. It is Megatron goes trans and puts out a pair of boobs, and he introduces a whole bunch of
I've seen that.
new Decepticons, and one of them is named Safe Space, and it's a baby. He transforms into a baby pen.
Yeah.
It's freaking hilarious. It's the funniest damn thing ever.
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
Yes, it is.
He goes in and starts making fun of the Decepticons, and he points at a space shuttle, and the space shuttle looks like a dick with balls.
Yes.
And he goes, "You're problematic. You're really problematic." It's very funny.
Oh god! And you had Starscream wearing Daisy Dukes and not a tube top, but tied off shirt. Oh god, that was funny. But
Yes, he begs Megatron not to blast him. He wants to be woke too.
yeah. Oh god, it was so hilarious, man.
And the
Oh,
best
God,
part is,
something woke we can actually laugh about.
Yeah,
and you know what I love is, you know how in the original series, Starscream always wanted to take over, and in the '86 movie, he actually has a coronation. Can you imagine in this version, they don't want to be queens?
Oh,
Yes.
God, yeah.
Coronation Starscream. This is bad comedy.
No, one of the-
I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from, Fish.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
but like I said, whenever they go so far into the stereotypes, and it literally comes across as being not a stereotype, but a satire that you
A
think,
caricature.
"Oh, this is a caricature that somebody on the right, Christian right, came up with for this,"
Yes.
and then you find out, no, they actually made it themselves.
And the worst part is they actually thought it was good.
Yeah. And the messed up thing is with like the Pride was the fact that the writing it had a really good premise, that had really good characters. It just had no self-awareness. And I read all of his comics that he put out for the Pride. And I'm like, oh my God, these are some good characters. You just need a little bit of self-awareness to get past some of it. And some of these character names you need to change and get a little more serious to it. I mean, one of the characters was White Trash, which was a gay guy that as long as he was confident, he was
Hey guys,
super
sorry,
strong.
but I gotta go for now.
All right, love you,
Okay.
brother.
All right. Have a good night, bud.
Yep. Night, Casey.
I'm gonna get going as well.
Have a good night, guys.
I have
That's
Night.
whatever you need to do. I'm just gonna.
night, Casey.
All right, before you head out, Casey, tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, bye, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right, you be good, brother. Love you.
And as far as showing my shit, well, you all know the drill. Anybody that's been around here should know the drill. Stop by Casey's Creepy Creations. Carlos, my fish, if you have that, would you please? I want your opinion.
Yep.
Okay.
All
I
right,
would
you be good,
appreciate-
brother.
I think I'm subscribed, but I'm not sure. I'll check. And if
Thank-
not, I'll hook you up.
Thank
All
you,
right.
brother. Thank you. And the methane is on me, brother. The methane is on me.
Yes.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right.
Later,
All right. Thank you, bud.
Casey.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Hey,
All right.
Alice. Crazy.
Yeah,
I'm going to see you tomorrow, too, but I'm also giving you a call.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely.
Thanks.
All right, love you, brother. And Tony says love you too. So, all right, Wavo, tell everybody where they can find you and what's
Right.
coming up.
Well, y'all know I'm over over here on YouTube as Warevo. Just take the name down in the corner and type it in the search bar. You'll find me. But tomorrow, the time is still yet to be determined, but tomorrow I will be hosting a I Hate Valentine's Day live stream. I have a couple of games planned. Hopefully I'll be having a lot of guests popping by. And just I don't know how long I'm going to carry on with it, but yeah, come in, bring your stories of heartache and reasons why you hate Valentine's Day, blah blah blah, and I'll see you over there.
All right, love you, brother.
We'll be there.
All right, now up, Carlos. Hit the wrong button. Carlos, hawk your stuff.
Hello.
Shit, come on.
Well, you can come check me out at Carlos Fish here on YouTube. I'm going to eventually get another channel going where I go and read historical signs all around Tennessee and the other states.
Let's do it.
If you want, my Fleshy's channel is Brain Shatterer. If you remember that show, Pimp My Ride, he's got 2 of the cars from Pimp My Ride. His wife was a contestant, and he's tracking them down and showing what happened to the cars, the contestants, stuff like that.
Pimp
So-
My Ride was actually a pretty good show back in the day.
Yep.
Mhm.
It was
We
a
watched-
fantastic show.
We watched some of your vids.
Well,
Thank you.
we will
Yeah.
definitely get somebody to put those links up.
Now, if anyone knows, do any of you know have the misfortune of knowing who Jeffrey Marsh is on TikTok?
No.
you mean the guy who is always trying to communicate with little kids and
Yes,
Yeah.
him. I got him to respond to one of my comments, and I found out because of that that I'm partially blocked. But I've got several videos making fun of him, and I'm going to
Oh,
ramp it
no
up.
way.
He is my chosen nemesis because he's the first one to respond. It was going to be him, Kathy Griffin. Who's the Bud Light tranny? Dylan. I was just waiting for one of them to respond, and he's the idiot who did. So he's number one
All right.
nemesis.
This is Chippy, okay? And Chippy really,
Oh yes, Chippy the
really,
wood chipper. I love Chippy.
Chippy, in his own words, oh, me so hungry, put them in feet first, yum, yum, eat them up, yum, yum. Let's eat
Chippy
them
You
up.
know why you put them in feet first?
So it takes longer.
Because that way the pain signals can keep going to the brain, and if they pass out, you can give them some smelling salts, so that way they can enjoy the full experience.
Exactly. So yes, we know Jeffrey March, and like I said,
Yes,
Chippy really wants to meet him.
yes.
And Shrubby has put up our links to Casey's Creepy Creations, Wavo, and to Carlos Fish. So thank you,
Thank you.
Shrubby. Now, let's go to Alice and Crazy Horse. What do you got coming up?
Spending quality time with all of you
At the moment.
at the moment.
Well, we are doing your birthday live stream tomorrow before we're doing the anti-Valentine's Day
Yep.
with Wavo. So, everybody, remember, we are doing a birthday live stream.
Happy birthday. You're old.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it.
Just
Well-
wait, and then we get Crazy's birthday tomorrow, and then in 2 weeks it's my unbirthday.
Oh,
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
Is that just because you don't know how to count past 4?
Yes, this is very true.
Because you have a puppet? Yes, I know how that works.
At this point. She's a leap year, so what, 4 times 3?
Something like that. Yeah. Sure.
You're not supposed to rob the cradle like that. Hey, everyone, let's push Alice as hard as we can, preferably not off a cliff or a table or anything, but let's get her to actually make some puppet content. Stop being scared and just put some stuff out.
All right.
Yeah, really,
we'll talk
we're
about
waiting.
that.
She's been working at
Your
it,
your
so-
puppet your puppet isn't a chicken, so there's no reason for you to be afraid.
all right.
But now she's got Sky, so that one will be a little bit more spicy.
Now,
Okay.
We
now
gotta
it's
spice it
Fox's
up.
turn. Anything you want to hawk there, Fox?
Nah, hell, I just working. I ain't even been around the mod lately.
Hey, if you want to tell people how they can contact you to get you to come and fix their shit, man, go for it. We can
No,
do
I'm
that.
good with that. I don't need to do all that on YouTube, brother.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you guys for coming, having some fun on this very special edition of just Let's Talk About Friday the 13th, where it came from, and then we just veered off into the weeds and had fun.
Yes.
Which
that's
is
fine.
always what this channel is about, both educating, enlightening, and having a good time, and just talking about stuff or here around the fire. Anybody who has anything they'd like to talk about, drop me a line on my Discord, and we will set it up and do Let's Talks. Because as I am known for saying, the only way we're going to make this world a better place is by actually going out there and doing it. Each and every one of us, all you got to do is go out there and be the positive change you want to see in the world. Share the things that you love with others. It's by sharing the things that we love with others, we show why pop culture matters to us, why we care about this stuff. It's the only way we can do it. And the way to make the world a better place is by showing we're all human and that we're more alike than we're different. Just because we disagree on stuff doesn't mean we have to hate each other. Back when I was a kid, we could agree to disagree and still be friends, still enjoy the same cartoons, the same comic books, the same movies, the same TV shows, that we could enjoy these things and disagree. The only way
Sig says pushing the pretty red button will make the world a better place.
Yeah,
not
right.
wrong.
It'll be destroyed. Don't
Have
make
you
me
pushed the
spray
button
bottle.
yet?
I will. I'll break this spray bottle out. Now, like I was saying, share the stuff you love with others. Because by sharing what we love with others, we bring them to it too. They can't help but see the love. They can't help but respond to it. And as we all know, this world needs a whole lot more love in it. So let's go out there and be that positive change, guys and gals, and everything in between. Share the love. And let's make this world a better place. I love each and every one of you. And remember, you're not alone. You are most definitely not alone. And you are loved, even if it is by somebody like me.